Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Snakebeater back with a brand new video. Today, guys, I am showing you the best settings to have on controller for Apex Legends Season 12. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and please subscribe your notification so that you never miss an upload. Still trying to get 1k subs, so if you do like the content, please consider subscribing because it really does help. Guys, I also have a Discord. I will leave a link to it in my description. It's with my Twitch and everything else like that. Make sure you follow me on Discord, join the channel, join the Snake Pit, and you'll be able to get all the updates. Apart from that, man, let's get into this video. So today, yeah, we're going to go all through these settings, and I'm going to show you exactly every single setting that I use, which is the best setting. Trust me, you do not want to miss this. I will obviously give people options in certain situations where I'm like, right, well, fair enough, this one is probably personal preference. This will not give you such a massive advantage on something like that. You know, I will be very honest with you, but majority of my settings are what you should be running. So, for example, interact prompt style, have this on compact. This will help you see a lot easier, because if you have this on default, everything's really bloody large. That is just way too much. Get it on compact, make it nice and simple. Next up, you've got button hints. Turn this off unless you are brand new to the game. The only time you're going to need this on is if you are brand new and you do not remember the buttons. When you know the buttons off by heart, I mean, it's easy as anything. Do not have it on. Just don't need that. Crosshair damage feedback, have this off. You could potentially have the X. It just means you get that little X when you've actually got a hit marker. Personally, I find it better so I can just see everything. But if you struggle, maybe you have a smaller monitor, maybe you prefer, you could go for the X. But apart from that, I would only have it off. Damage numbers, I've got it on stacking. Stack is the best way. It basically does the maths for you. So every single time you shoot, it will stack up the numbers for you, working out how much damage you've done. So for example, if I hit someone for 12 and then something else and then something else, and then I got up to 90, I don't have to do the bloody maths, which I love doing. I do not like maths. I cannot do that. Ping optimisticity, please have that on faded. It will make it very difficult for you to see. So someone's pinging over here, and you're like, oh yeah, let me look over there. If you haven't got it faded, it doesn't work in firing range because that's my ping and I've got it. But basically, that will not fade, and it'll be very difficult to see through. So make sure you got it on faded, okay? Obituaries, make sure you have this on. This means you better see the kill feed, so you need to be able to see players that are dying and whatnot. It's very helpful, so definitely keep this on. Minimap rotations, I have this on. It just means when I'm turning around, the map will move around with me. Keep that on. It makes it a lot easier to know what directions you're going, but unless you really don't like that, then have it off. Weapon auto cycle on empty, definitely have this on, because basically it just means as soon as you get to no bullets, which I'm not going to be able to demonstrate right here because I do not have any, but it does just basically mean it will kick you to your next gun. So when you are officially out of ammo, so say I ran all the way out of light ammo and I had, you know what, quickly, let's pick up a flatline. So look, I run out of flatline ammo, it'll automatically switch to my P2020. Exactly what you want. Then I have auto sprint. This I have on, so basically means as soon as I push forward my left analog stick, I'm automatically sprinting. I do not need to click it in. This will definitely help your stick life as well, because obviously it's not going to have that pressure of always you pushing it in before you run and whatnot. Definitely going to help your controller out. Double tap to sprint, got this off, don't need that on, it's just not needed because you've got auto sprint on now. Jetpack toggle, have this on, have jetpack control on toggle. It makes it a lot easier when you're playing as Valkyrie, because then obviously when you're playing as Valk, it means you can focus on shooting and whatnot without having to hold A. So right here, I now got the option of like I can aim, obviously use my ability and whatnot, and I don't have to worry about, you know, holding down A. You know, you just don't need that in your life. Incoming damage feedback, I have this on 3D. Personally, it's just the best thing I got. It just means 3-dimensional arrow indicators. It's just the way I like it, I'm not gonna lie. That taking damage closes death box or crafting menu, definitely have this off. It means basically you will be able to keep armor swapping, looting, anything like that. Even in crafting, you'll be able to keep doing your craft and whatnot, and you won't get kicked off of it. If you have this on, as soon as you take one bullet, one little bit of damage, you will be kicked out of a death box. That will stop you from getting an armor swap. Massively annoying. Hop up and pop up. This is basically just literally the exact same as button hints. So see, you go bottom right, boom, I've been told I've got hammer points on. You don't really need that unless it says brand new adjustment and you're there like, actually, I might keep that on because obviously it is a brand new season. You might want to know certain ones, but if you come to firing range, you can just learn what they are. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Streamer mode, I have this off. I am not afraid to, you know, see people's names and whatnot, and I'm not afraid to see their names, so I just have this off. You know, at the end of the day, it's not really an issue for me. You can have that on if you really want, but I have it off. Anonymous mode, this means you will now be able to hide your name. So if you're a big time streamer and whatnot, you might want to do this. Personally, I kind of like it because if I bump into somebody who's subscribed to my channel, it's kind of cool the fact that they get to see me and they're like, wow, I got to fight him or whatever, vice versa. Oh my god, he's in my game, la-di-la-di. So I have this disabled because I don't mind people seeing my name. Usage sharing, definitely have this on, and basically EA will collect your data, helps you out, whatnot. Performance display, it's in the top right there. Woohoo! Just basically see your ping. Makes you work out whether it's the server or it's yourself. Definitely have this on. Makes life a lot easier. Club invites, I mean, have this enabled just means you get invited. Unless you're very popular, to have this turned off. Reticle, I do not know why it says default because I do have it customized. As you can see, I have a green one. But basically, if you do want to, definitely change it. Hit onto reticle customize. Give it a little change and whatnot. See which one you like. I like green. A lot of people like dark blue though and whatnot. They have like the dark blue, light blue color going on. Very vibrant. I get on with green. Green just me. That one I will personally just say people do their own one. But it's definitely better to do a customized one, guys, because customized just works so much better because it's personal preference. You don't have to be stuck with that bloody red. Nobody needs that in their life. Colorblind mode. This is only personal preference and also if you need it. So the best one is Tritanopia. It just basically means when you're shooting, you know, everything's a bit more vibrant and whatnot. I have done a video on this in the past if you do want to check it out. But personally, I do not want to use that. I don't get on with it. I don't really see much benefits to it. So I'm going to keep it off. Subtitles, I have this off. If you have a habit of going tunnel vision, you might want to have this on for when your teammates communicate with you, like saying, go in this way and whatnot. It does sometimes help with seeing that at the bottom of the screen. But personally, I don't need that. I have that off. Subtitle size, just have that on normal unless you need it otherwise. Enable accessibility chat features. I have this off. Don't need that in my life. Convert incoming voice to chat text. I have this on. Okay, and then what we're going to go to is we're now going to go onto button layout. Button layout, choose whatever you want. I have customized. Customized, in my opinion, is the best one to use because if you are not a full-time Apex player, maybe you play COD, you play Fortnite, whatnot, you might want to customize your controls to whatever game you play more. It just basically means you can change it to however you want. You could have a more like COD layout and whatnot. I have mine very different. I mean, like for example, my crouch is LB, which is very unique, and my tack is B. Like it's a bit odd. Some people don't get it. You don't have to copy that, obviously, but it's just my personal preference because I play bumper jumper. Stick layout, I have this on default. This once again is definitely personal preference because you play Southpaw, Legacy, and Legacy Southpaw. All depends on how you play, how you've grown up playing, obviously, console controllers. Interact, reload mode. I got tap to reload. It makes life a lot easier unless you play PUBG, where PUBG makes you hold it. This is the only time I say, but it's definitely better off just having tap. Crouch button, I have this on toggle. This just basically means when I slide, I just tap it once and I can just keep sliding. It does mean you have a slight disadvantage when obviously you're doing bouncing and crouching, because technically you are faster with hold, but I just get on better with toggle, just my personal opinion. But you can do like bunny hopping a lot easier with hold, so if you want to learn that, you're definitely gonna have to change that. Aim button, I've got that on hold because who wants, I mean, once again, if you play PUBG, then you're gonna get kicked out of it if you like let go of it, basically. So have it on hold, it basically means as soon as you let go, it's going to be out. If you have it on toggle, you're going to have to press it twice. Too much hassle. Survival slot button, have this on. It just basically means whatever button you got it on. I think mine's down on the D-pad. It means I'll be able to get my res beacon out. I'll be able to get out a heat shield really quickly rather than going into my bag and actually clicking it. Do not need that in my life. Trigger dead zones, have this none. This basically means you're going to get, as soon as you tap your trigger, it will shoot. You do not need anything on that. Menu cursor speed, I have it in the middle. Please have this relatively high because if you want to perform armor swaps at the best quality, you need to have it fairly high because you can't just scroll very quickly unless you have some speed on it. I have it halfway. Some people might have it a little bit higher. Practice makes best. Best way to do it is practice. I personally would say get a low roll and get yourself in firing range and have a little play with it in there. But that's my personal opinion. Here we go now on to sensitivity. Now I use ALC, but if you prefer, you can watch different videos on different sensitivities. You can go through them. Obviously, you've got different response curves and dead zones and whatnot. Movement dead zone, I have mine on small. There's no point in having large on it because it just means you're going to have to put more input in to make it mover. Inverted look, I have this off because that's just not my style of play. Vibration, definitely have this off. If you have this on, you're going to get thrown off with the fact that when somebody shoots you, it's going to mess with your muscle memory. You're going to get thrown off. You're going to be jittered, adrenaline rush, anything like that. You don't need that in your life. Have that off. Advanced look controls, I'll do a scroll down. I'm going to do a separate video on this, but I have them on, and then I have various different sensitivities and stuff like that. But you do have to take your time learning these things, so I mean, don't just feel like you can just copy that and think it's going to be the world, because that is a separate video. Brightness, yeah, I mean, I have mine like almost, in the last 3. That's once again personal preference. Depending on your room, your TV lighting already, you might feel like you need a little bit more and whatnot. Mine's already quite bright. Field of view, I've got mine on 110. It depends how big your TV is. Mine is a 40 odd inch TV, so I have mine on 110 because it does make my life a lot easier just to see the whole screen. Because what's the point in having a smaller screen and then I won't be able to see as much? I might as well have it to the full extension so then I can just see in the corners and whatnot. See everything a lot clearer. Field of view, ability scaling, it basically means if you are using like an Octane stem and whatnot, you don't get a jitter or anything like that. I do have this enabled. I might even disable it though. It's not a massive difference. I mean, it really won't make a huge difference. It just means you do just get like a little difference, say, in your field of view when like you do phase and stuff. But I have mine enabled still because I kind of like it. Shake view, sprint view shake, have this on minimal. Just basically means when we sprint, we do not have that little like stutter. So it means if I had this on, oh my god, yeah. Oh no, I didn't do that right. Have this on here and then apply. Now when I run, I get a little stutter in my like screen. You can see everything's moving a little bit. Whereas if you turn that off, it now means everything is nice and still. Makes everybody's life a lot easier. Then we got master volume. I have this on full because I need to hear everything. Sound effects, I have it slightly lower. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know why I have it slightly lower. It might just be just because something sounded really loud at the beginning of the season. I've just never really played with it afterwards. Dialogue, I don't have. I have that on 100%. You know, we'll turn it up just to be, you know, just why not? Music volume, I have this off. It kind of annoys me. I don't like it. Lobby music, I have it on 10%, nothing too loud. Disable voice chat, I have this off. I don't need that disabled because I sometimes quite like speaking to people if I'm playing solo queue. And then converting incoming voice to chat text, I have this turned on. And this basically means when you're playing scrims and whatnot, if you have this on, that should stop the chat spam. So when people start spamming, Bloody Blast says, hey, literally like that. So if you played scrims, private lobbies, or anything like that, you'll know exactly what I mean. Have this on and it should stop it. Apart from that, guys, that is literally everything. I hope that has helped. I've made that as quick as possible. But yeah, I'm going to make sure I shut up now. I will be doing an ALC video very shortly. Make sure you're following my Twitch. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go and join the Discord. And I'll see you all in the next video.